Okay, I'm so glad that you've shown an interest in working out some monthly payments for your students. It's such an easier way to manage the payment system of your studio. So I'm in MyMusicStaff. This is the software that I recommend for music studio owners. It's so easy to use, and the way that you can set up the automatic monthly billing is really streamlined. So let me show you how it works just quickly. What I'm going to do is go to my students page here, and I'm going to add a new student. So I'll just make this student me for easy sake. Tim at australia.com or something. So you could send reminder emails, so they'll be sent to that student's email. You can obviously set up so that their parents get them instead, but I'm just going to keep this simple for now. If you add their phone number, you can text them lesson reminders as well, which is pretty handy. You set a default lesson category, so just to keep things simple, these are just lessons. Default duration, so how long you're teaching for. And here you get to select default billing. So student pays the same amount each month. So following the instructions that I wrote on that blog post, this is where you can just say this is the amount per month that the student's going to be charged. So let's say it's $200. Student is active, and we go to next. Okay, so if this is an adult or a teenage student that you're contacting directly, then you can change this and you don't need to worry so much about the parent contact. But if this is a child, this is where you can add the parent's details, and you can tick whether they would like to be called or texted, etc. We'll go to next. Okay. Sorry, I'll just make it an adult student for now. Great, and you can see here the automatic invoicing comes up straight away. So let's actually check it. And this is where you set up the details for the billing. Most of these settings are actually fine as they are preset. So pretty much my recommendation would be that you start your billing at the start of each month. And you're invoicing for lessons that are upcoming. So you're going to charge on the first of each month for the month ahead. So the frequency is monthly in this case, every month, and the date that you're billing people is the first of the month. Now you can actually leave these blank because the system will automatically send out the invoices a few days prior, so that parents are aware that their credit cards will be charged. So you don't need to change those. I just leave this on normal. I include previous balances and payments. You can tick this if you'd like them to get sent an invoice even if they don't need to pay anything, and I would automatically email the invoice. And we go finish. So now I'm set up. Here's my address here are my details, and what we'll now do is we'll flip across to the families and invoices section where you can actually see who's been set up for this. So you're in my families and invoices section here of the software, and you can see there's a column here, auto pay. So if there's a little credit card symbol here, that means that they've entered their credit card details and they will automatically be charged. So it's all set up and ready to go. And you can see here auto invoice has also been ticked. So next invoice date is all listed here. That's the amount of time that you're invoicing people for, and you can see that they're getting charged on the first of each month. And if you look into auto invoicing up here, you can actually resend auto invoicing summary. And what that will do is a great way to be able to check that everything's set up and working. You can get the software to email you a summary of who's being charged and when and for how much. So that's a great way to just double check that everything is working in your system properly. Let me show you another great feature too. The MyMusicStaff software allows you to create a website for your studio. Now, as you know, I already have a website, so I didn't need a fully functioning website with lots and lots of pages and things like that because it's not relevant to my business. But what I was able to do is just add a few key pages so that people were able to register without me having to add all those details manually. And I'd highly recommend you do this too. There is no reason why you should be sitting there entering new student information. Get the parents to do that live on your site. So with MyMusicStaff, it's dead easy to set up a website, and I've just created 3 pages. There's a login page, there's a student registration page, and there's a studio policies page. So if I go back to settings, I can click on this button here, open site, and it will actually open up my MyMusicStaff website. So as I say, it's very, very simple. There's not a lot to it because I don't need a comprehensive studio website. But if I just click on new student registration, this is the page that I actually send people to. So parents can fill out all these details for you. You don't need to worry about any of it. You can get them to have to check that they've read and agreed to the studio policy, and they can click to view it. And at this time, they can add their credit card details straight in. So this is just a really streamlined way to reduce your workload and your paperwork and all that kind of stuff. So really, step 1, set up a few pages of your website, get parents to enroll through it, and even if you've been teaching for a while and would like to try this out, which is what I did, then you can just ask your parents that you might have on a different system or just on a paper system to go to this website and enter their details. All the information will be in there. If they've added their credit card details, you'll see that little credit card icon that I showed you, and you can set up the auto billing, and you don't need to worry about it anymore. It is such a great way to save time, and I encourage all of you to check it out. If you've got any questions on it, leave a comment under this post. I hope that's been helpful for you.